First on 5, an unbelievable story, an unbelievable claim. The state seizes a pet deer from a family in Wilmer and releases it back into the wild, 50 miles away. But in a twist of fate that you only see in the movies, the deer finds its way back home. As News 5's Lauren Vargas reports, the family is fighting against the odds to keep her there.
Kenneth Webster has what you would call a unique family pet. Her name is Bambi, and yes, she's a deer.
I found her on the side of Highway 43, laying beside her mother dead, and I walked up to her and picked her. I thought she was dead too, until I walked up to her and she picked her head up.
Bambi's been part of the family ever since, living comfortably in their fenced-in yard in Wilmer.
She is well taken. She gets probably $50 a week worth of food, if not more.
There's only one problem. Keeping wild animals as pets is illegal in Alabama.
Somebody called and reported seeing her.
The Department of Conservation and Natural Resources tranquilized Bambi and dropped her off 50 miles away.
It's not really us being the bad guys. It was their mistake when they first captured the deer as a youngster. So, he shouldn't have done that in the first place and we would not have a problem.
I thought she was gone, would never be back.
Little did they know, Bambi was homeward bound.
Kenneth was at work at the time when his neighbors called with the unbelievable news that Bambi was back, waiting at the front gate.
Neighbor Joey Hall spotted Bambi on their street.
We got a little fence in our backyard, so we put it there. My daddy went and called him, told him he had his deer,
Nearly 2 weeks later, the domesticated doe is back home in the Webster's yard, but her chances of staying there are slim.
We have a regulation in place that prohibits the general public from possessing any species of wildlife in captivity. So, unfortunately, the law is the law.
You can see the scratches on her from the travel. I don't know what all she went through, and only God knows what all she went through to make it back, but she made it back, so why not leave her alone?
Kenneth Webster says it's a miracle Bambi made it back alive. He worries she won't have the instincts to survive on her own.
Bambi made the 50-mile journey back to Wilmer in 9 days. How long she'll stay there this time around is the question. We'll continue to follow this story and let you know if the state decides to make an exception or if they take Bambi a second time. Live in the newsroom, Lauren Vargas, News 5.